Welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Louisiana Tech's offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Finds his man. It's Gandy. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe dive. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot. The opening drive of the game, they get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line. And on 2nd down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up 3rd and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Knights offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Since Scott Frost led UCF to that perfect season in 2017, it's been a circuitous path. Not necessarily happy, but he's trying to bring back the magic to UCF.
Yeah, bring back the magic, the excitement. Just there's always so much talent. Jesse, we've called game there for years. Like so much talent and speed in the state of Florida. And on that roster, it's just about putting it together.
I mean, they were hitting New Year's 6 bowl games, it seemed like, year after year when Scott Frost was there last time at the helm. So it's about finding the diamonds in the rough inside the state of Florida and developing that. But they're going to do well in the portal. Now they're in the Big 12. Scott Frost back at UCF. What do you think about that?
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got... Down to the 22. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback. Complete the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the toss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robertson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Gandy. Oh, he's got some space. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Finds his man. It's Wilkerson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
With the catch, it's Gandy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Gandy.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Pocket breaking down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he got just enough of that one. That brings them to within one. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones. And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up the sack ball.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the returner will be dragged down. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The quick out. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Jackson going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Nixon. There he goes. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tosses it incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Nixon. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Turning it on. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down. Field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He leaves it with his back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stuck. On 4th down, that decision will be questioned. Jackson gonna throw it. The short hands, it's Hughes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Slings it downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things.
And you race it to the... Touchdown Bulldogs! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
UCF 10.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Caught in the backfield, it's Burke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line, it's Burke. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wiggins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major...
Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Bringing it back. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Knights. The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bullock. Fires to the big fella. Brings a tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Jackson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. The give to the tailback. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to run it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Tempo and overdrive.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Wade. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's broken. That completion gets them inside the 10. Defense is running out of room to defend. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll... Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get to close.